Today we're talking about remote jobs that don't require a degree, and the pay is pretty good too. These jobs include a project management position, support supervisor, I have a couple jobs in HR, a tax analyst job, and a job reviewing denied claims. So if it's okay with you, let's jump right into them. So Underdog Fantasy has an opening for a senior project manager to work remotely anywhere within the United States. I did not see any location restrictions anywhere on this job description nor on the application. And right here on this job description, they tell us the salary ranges between $95,000 and $110,000 a year plus target equity. So what you're going to do is drive the execution of creative projects from intake through to final delivery, managing timelines, workflows, and communication across a variety of formats, including digital, video, social, and more. And what they want from you is 4 years experience in creative project management or marketing production, ideally in a fast-paced, cross-functional environment. You can manage creative timelines, balancing team bandwidth, and knowing when to flag risks or pivot priorities. And you have a deep understanding of the creative development process, and you're able to translate high-level strategy into actionable steps. And did you notice they didn't say anything about needing a degree for this position? And they list some even better if you have kind of qualifications. They're just preferred, they're not required. Go ahead and read through these. If you meet any of these preferences, you'll definitely stand out. So according to this job description, they're going to pay you between $95,000 and $110,000 per year. If this job looks good to you, you can find the application details in the description area. Just look for job number 1. Moving right along, we have a member support supervisor position with the company Garner Health. This is a full-time remote position, no location requirements anywhere on this job description, and they tell us right here on this job description they're going to pay you between $65,000 and $80,000 per year. So you lead a team of associates in the fast-growing concierge team, which sits in the heart of Garner's operations, serving as the primary point of contact for members. You'll guide your team to offer personalized support through chat, email, and phone, helping members navigate complex healthcare decisions. This role requires being on call during scheduled shifts to ensure coverage for members. Garner's business hours are Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Time, so you need to be okay with being on call. So what you'll do is provide team leadership and development. You'll do some performance oversight, expert support and escalation. You'll also do some scheduling and training and process improvements. And they'd like you to have a minimum of 4 years experience in a customer support or operations role with a proven track record of managing a team to drive excellent results. You have a passion for developing team members and helping others, and you're able to think creatively and stay calm under pressure. You also have a data-driven approach to decision-making and process improvement. You have a desire to work in a fast-paced startup environment, and you have a genuine interest in the company's mission to improve the U.S. healthcare system. And just like the first position, no requirements for a degree. So they're going to pay you $65,000 to $80,000 per year according to this job description. If this job sounds good to you, you can find the application details in the description area. This is job number 2. So the third job I have is with Wayfair. This is for a communications associate, and you'll work remotely anywhere within the United States. And scrolling around on this job description, I want to see if they tell us how much they pay. Right here, they tell us they're going to pay you between $64,000 and $70,000 per year. And of course, that salary depends on location, job-related knowledge, skills, and experience. And something I want to mention right up front, they tell us it's not required you have a bachelor's degree. But if you do have a bachelor's degree, they prefer that to be in communications, public relations, journalism, or marketing communications. And again, that's not required. So in this job, you'll craft concise, compelling content that keeps employees informed, aligned, and inspired. You'll support critical internal communications and play a key role in fostering a positive employee experience through engagement and recognition programs. Collaborating cross-functionally, you will ensure strategic alignment and consistent messaging across channels. So you'll develop and implement targeted internal communication plans that support workflows, sales initiatives, and broader business objectives, and manage the end-to-end production and distribution of sales newsletters, delivering essential weekly updates to employees. And again, they don't require you have a bachelor's degree, but they would like you to have an interest in corporate communications, business, or sales operations, preferably with experience. It's a plus you have video creation expertise. and you're willing to travel to support in-person meetings and events. How much travel you're going to do, I have absolutely no idea. You'll have to confirm that with them. So this job is going to pay you between $64,000 and $70,000 per year. If you're interested in it, you can find the application details in the description area. This is job number 3. Up next, we have an Associate Tax Analyst position with the company Life 360. You'll work remotely anywhere within the United States, and they tell us on this job description they're going to pay you between $72,000 and $100,000 per year. And what you're going to do is oversee the preparation and filing of monthly U.S. sales and use tax returns using Avalara returns, including data review, exception handling, and reconciliation procedures. You'll monitor and research sales tax notices, prepare monthly reconciliation, assist with quarterly and annual corporate income tax provision calculations and related SOX controls, assist with indirect tax audit responses, partner cross-functionally with accounting and finance teams, support international indirect tax and compliance efforts, and assist in implementing process improvements and special projects with support and guidance from the tax lead. And they're not requiring a degree in this position. I didn't see anywhere where they're asking for a degree. What they do want is 1 to 2 years of relevant experience in tax, accounting, or a related field, and you have a strong understanding of core accounting concepts and an interest in developing tax-specific expertise. You're able to manage recurring compliance tasks with accuracy and attention to detail, and you're proficient in using Excel, including pivot tables, VLOOKUP, and basic data transformation. They'd like you to have experience with Avalara returns, NetSuite, Workiva, or similar financial systems, and you have exposure to U.S. sales and use tax filings, notice resolution, and indirect tax audits. You're also familiar with corporate income tax provision concepts for PBC coordination, and you can demonstrate an interest in process improvement or system implementation initiatives. So that's it for this job. Remember, they are going to pay between $72,000 and $100,000 per year according to this job description. If you're looking for a work-from-home tax-related job, you can find the application details in the description area. This is job number 4. Okay, so moving on to a Payment Operations Associate with Maven. So this is a full-time position. You can work at a New York office or remote in the United States. They have hub cities indicated right here. I'm not really sure what they mean by that because as we scroll down this job description, they tell us right here their teams primarily operate from the New York metropolitan area, San Francisco Bay Area, Seattle, Washington, Boston, Massachusetts, Chicago, Illinois, and Washington, D.C. For those in the New York City office, they encourage in-person collaboration by requiring team members to work on-site 3 days a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And for those in the San Francisco Bay Area, Seattle, Boston, Chicago, and Washington, D.C., we encourage in-person collaboration by requiring team members to attend quarterly work-together days within these cities. So I'm not sure if these are your hub cities, but they tell us right here for candidates in New York City, Colorado, or California, they tell us the salary is between $80,000 and $85,000 a year. So again, I'm not sure what they mean by hub cities. One of these cities they list here as well as anywhere in these states. I really don't know. You'll have to confirm that with them. So Maven is looking for someone who'll be a critical member of the payment delivery team, focused on ensuring that members are supported during their fertility journeys, especially when it comes to reducing the financial anxiety associated with fertility treatments. You'll play a critical role in managing claim denial and appeals with payers and resolving discrepancies from members. This role will be reporting to the Director of Payment Operations. So you'll review and process complex claims related to Maven's fertility treatments, procedures, and applicable medications, as well as expenses related to additional paths to parenthood in accordance with company policies and benefits plan designs. You review claims to identify instances of denials and underpayments, and prepare and submit timely, well-documented appeals and reconsiderations to insurance payers for expedited reprocessing of claims. You also communicate with insurance representatives to follow up on appeals and resolve claim issues, and work with other departments to ensure a smooth and efficient payment process across all stakeholders. And what they want from you is 2 to 4 years experience in benefits management or insurance, focusing on claims and collections. You understand medical billing, coding, insurance claims processing, and revenue cycle management. Fertility claims experience is a plus. You're proficient in using relevant software and tools for claims and collection management, and they tell us a bachelor's degree is a plus, and it's just a plus, it's not required. So if you live in New York City, Colorado, or California, they're going to pay you $80,000 to $85,000 per year. And I'm assuming they're hiring remotely anywhere within the United States. I'm just assuming that. If so, your salary will be somewhere in that range. So now we have an HR Supervisor Level 2 with Ross Dress for Less, Ross Stores. So this is a full-time remote position anywhere within the United States. I did not see any location restrictions anywhere on this job description. And when it comes to pay, I saw it somewhere here. I'm just going to scroll around to see if I can find it again. Right here, they tell us the base salary range for this role is $77,900 up to $117,050 per year. So you'll be responsible for leading and coordinating the daily administration of HR case management and team operations. You'll ensure the efficient, timely, and compliant delivery of HR LOA services in alignment with company policies and regulatory requirements, and I'm pretty sure LOA refers to leave of absence. This role collaborates closely with cross-functional HR teams, vendors, and operational partners to drive service excellence and continuous improvement. So you'll manage all staff by supporting day-to-day operations, including monitoring caseload, audits to ensure quality and accuracy, real-time administration, and prioritizing and problem-solving. You'll inspire and motivate direct reports, establish and maintain consistent and productive routines around recognition, ongoing learning and development, recruitment, communication, process improvement, and progress toward annual goals. So you have good people skills, you can lead by example, you have great business acumen, you also have technical competence and expertise, and they prefer, but they don't require, they prefer you have a bachelor's degree in human resource management or related business. They'd like you to have 2 to 3 years human resource experience, specialist experience may be necessary, and they'd like you to have 1 to 2 years experience of directly supervising employees. You can spot trends through the use of data and effectively articulate suggestions to improve processes. And of course, you need to be comfortable using a computer as well as case management systems, and you're highly organized and you're able to plan and prioritize in a fast-paced environment. So according to this job description, they tell us they're going to pay between $77,900 and $117,050 per year. If you like this job, you can find the application details in the description area. This is job number 6. Well, that's it for today. And if you're looking for more, make sure to check out this video right here. Take care, and I'll meet you on the next one.